Hi guys, it's Brooklyn. So this video is a how I did my makeup back in high school video. It's a tag, and yes, I'll just get started before rambling on too much. So for foundation in high school, I didn't really wear it during the day. I wore it at night times on special occasions. I remember precisely wearing the Dermalogica foundation. I had shade 2 and shade 3. Shade 2 was for my pale skin, obviously it was still too dark for me. And shade 2 was when I was wearing fake tan. But on a day-to-day basis, I would have mixed a DIY tinted moisturiser using Rimmel Sun Shimmer and Nivea moisturiser. So I would have mixed it in the back of my hand and applied it to my face like a normal tinted moisturiser or foundation, and that's what I would have wore for my daytime base. So for tinted moisturiser, I used the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturising Lotion Plus mixed in with the Benefit Dula Hula liquid bronzer. This is a wee luxe sample. I'll just put them in the back of my hand and mix them together like I would have done as a tinted moisturiser. So for concealer in high school, I didn't really wear a legit one. I wore Benefit Moonbeam under my eyes as a concealer. It was more like a brightening thing instead of a concealing thing. Obviously I didn't really have any fine lines or my dark circles weren't really as bad as what they are now. So I really wore Benefit Moonbeam under my eyes as a concealer. So I remember having this kit I got for my 18th birthday. It was called Valley of the Stars Benefit. I had 2 eyeshadows, a white one and a gold one. I had a gloss, like a nude pink gloss, and I had Benefit High Beam and Benefit Moonbeam. I wore Moonbeam under my eyes to brighten it up, and I wore High Beam on the cheekbones. Sometimes I would have wore High Beam under here, but it just depended what I felt like the day, or that day. I used to wear the High Beam here too, so the bridge of my nose, it kind of brightened up too, so that hasn't really changed. Well, it kind of has, because I wore legit concealer now because I need it. So to get the effect of the Moonbeam under my eyes, I don't have it now, as it's 5 years since I've been out of high school, so obviously I wouldn't keep makeup that long, that's disgusting. But I done a creative thing to create the same kind of effect. I used a sample of the Clinique primer. I think it's Super Primer, I'm not sure, but it's a primer. And I used a tiny bit, a wee scrape of the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I used the, where is it? Oh, there it is. The Mary Luminizer by the Balm highlighter. So just mixed them on the back of my hand and just applied it like I would when I applied my highlighter in high school. I wore highlighter in my high school days. I used to wear the Benefit High Beam, as I mentioned before. I used to apply it the same way I would apply my highlighter, except for with my fingers. So I would apply it the same places, here and here and on here. And loved how it made my skin feel all nice and glowy and just fresh looking. To get the effect of the High Beam, I mixed Mary Luminizer with the Clinique Super Primer to kind of create the same kind of illusion of the High Beam. So yeah. For powder in high school, I wore the MUA pressed powder in shade 2 and shade 3, the same as the foundation I wore in high school. I didn't really over powder my face in high school. I just powdered my T-zone and under my eyes. But since I don't have the powder used in high school, I used the Bare Minerals Ready Foundation powder. I use that to set my under eyes and my eyelids and the T-zone. For bronzer in high school, I remember using the MUA Pressed Bronzer in the shade 3, I think. But since it's been 5 years since I've been out of high school, I don't have that bronzer anymore. So I used the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess Bronzer in the shade OT Medium, which is a similar tone but lighter. I bronzed my face using the E3 motion, so basically the sides of the forehead, the cheeks and under the jawline to create a nice, more defined shape to your face. So for blush in high school, I remember wearing this bright pink colour by 17. I think it was called Dolly Pink or something like that. in the round compact. Like I think it was like a black round compact. It was like a wee small one. I'm not sure what. I don't think it's still around anymore. I think it's discontinued long ago. But I remember loving it and using it every day. But obviously now I don't wear them colours anymore. I wear peachy colours now. I think it suits my skin tone better to wear peachy colours. So because I don't own any colours like that, I just decided to wear like this colour by NARS, like the NARS Orgasm blush. And just applied it like the apples of the cheeks and sweeping up. For brows in high school, I didn't really fill them in that much. I think I just like plucked them, like over plucked them, but I didn't really fill them in, which looked ridiculous, but sure, that's how I rolled back then. And I just realised my eyeliner was running. Obviously, the eyeliner I used wasn't waterproof, so. And back then I didn't really have watery eyes, which I'm raging about because I have them now, but that's another story. So because in the picture I didn't have them tinted, I just decided to fill them in a wee bit. So I used the MAC Constructivist paint pot. Obviously back in high school I didn't own any MAC, well, till I did. I owned a mascara and a lip gloss back in high school, but I didn't really wear it every day, I just wore it on special occasions. Eyeshadow, eyeliner and mascara were my thing in high school. I absolutely adored them. So judging by the pictures of me back in high school, I remember like wearing like a brownie nude colour on the eyes for daytime, so I would have mixed a couple of colours. And I absolutely loved, and I still do till this day, bright white in the inner corners and bright white on the brow bones. That is my thing and was my thing back then, so that hasn't changed. So to recreate that look, obviously I don't have the eyeshadows I used back in high school. I remember using like, I think it was like a cheapy trio I remember having. Like, there's a white, there was a light brown, like a nudie champagne colour, and like a darkish brown. And also used that Value of the Stars kit from Benefit, like the white and there, because that bright was absolutely amazing. So, obviously I don't have them products now, so I used the Fortune Favours of Brave eyeshadow palette. I used New World over the lid, Ice Cloud in the inner corners and the brow bones, and Buffer in the crease to create that look. So for eyeliner in high school, like one of my absolutely favourite things in makeup in high school was eyeliner. I used the collection eyeliner, like the regular liquid liner. I think it's called, I'm not sure what it's called, I'll put the picture up here if I can. But it's just like the plain black one. And I used to line both top and bottom and do like the wing, like the big dramatic wing. But I done it wrong back in high school because you can tell like it's dragged across and not going up, which I don't like. But to recreate that look, like the eyeliner look in high school, I used the Bomb Swing eyeliner, which is like, it's brand new, I love it, it looks brilliant. Unfortunately it isn't waterproof, which is another story, but hey ho. It's just really nice and intense black, and it looks the same way it did back in high school. Like the one I used by collection was intense black too, which I loved. So yes. So moving on to mascara, I remember using the Primark mascara in high school, and also like I would use the Maybelline and Rimmel one. I remember Rimmel Sexy Curves mascara was my absolute favourite. I really loved that mascara. But back in like, when that picture was taken, I remember wearing the Primark, I think it was like the curvy mascara. It was in like a tube, and it had like the two eyes with the big loads of lashes on them. But since I don't have that mascara, it'll be awful to keep it like until then, because it'll be like just bacterial central. So instead I'm using this one, which is like the Brooklyn Maybelline mascara. It's like the Lash Sensational in the Luscious formula, like the waterproof Luscious formula, which I have on now. My thing was these big voluminous lashes, like loads and loads of mascara. I don't have loads and loads on, but I do have quite a fair bit of mascara on. But obviously didn't really want to clump up my lashes, but I should have done that anyway, but sure. I just applied my mascara the same way I do today, so it hasn't really changed. Last but not least, in my high school makeup, I loved lip gloss. Absolutely love lip gloss. I didn't really wear lipsticks or bright colours or like dark colours. I wouldn't touch them colours. Maybe you would have wore like the odd like brighter pink, but obviously it was more like nude pink and nudes and like peaches. I didn't really wear like lipstick or anything, so I just wore like glosses. I remember having a Nivea like a set for Christmas. I had like a shimmer and I had like a light pink, like a light nude pink and like a darker pink. I loved them lip glosses, they were absolutely amazing. They were my thing back then. Excuse me. But obviously since I don't own them anymore, like it's been 5 years as I've mentioned like countless times throughout this video. I'm just using my Dior lip gloss. I think it's like this shade Diorling, it's called Diorling. It's like a peachy kind of corally colour, but it isn't really that pigmented, so it's just quite sheer and just like glossy and shimmery, which I would have loved back then. I still do, but I'm more bright girl now than what I'm more bright girl now, like I'm more like into more different colours than what I was like back in high school. So yes. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I didn't ramble on too much, and I hope it was very entertaining for you to watch me put on like a makeup back in high school. So it was for me. It was actually quite entertaining to see this face I haven't seen for 5 years, basically. Yes, so bye. Stay gorgeous.